Welcome to Live Kindly. Welcome to a new beginning. Imagine for just a moment that the most powerful tool for a meaningful, fulfilled life isn't something you can buy, earn, or receive from others. It's already within you, waiting to be discovered and harnessed. This isn't a mere thought experiment. It's a reality deeply rooted in the wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided countless individuals through the ages towards living with purpose, resilience, and tranquility. Stoicism teaches us that the key to a well-lived life isn't found in external accolades or material success, but in mastering the art of valuing ourselves through the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's a powerful reminder that despite the chaos and challenges of the external world, we hold within us the unshakable foundation for our own well-being and happiness. We're peeling back the layers of societal expectations and self-doubt to uncover the timeless Stoic principles that can transform the way we see ourselves and our place in the world. This journey is about more than just self-improvement. It's about rediscovering our inherent worth and learning to live in alignment with our deepest values. So, if you're ready to unlock the doors to personal freedom, resilience, and fulfillment, you're in the right place. Let's embark on this adventure together, exploring how the wisdom of Stoicism can illuminate the path to valuing ourselves like never before. The only thing I ask of you is not to skip this video in any way. If you're here, consider yourself different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception. Now act like one and don't skip any part of the content. Number 1. Minimizing your achievements. Stoicism teaches us to recognize our efforts and virtues without boasting or inflating our egos. Acknowledging our achievements isn't about feeding our pride. It's about honoring the work, discipline, and perseverance it took to get there. It's about recognizing our commitment to our goals and values. When you achieve something, no matter how big or small, it's often because you've exercised virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Maybe it took courage to apply for that job, wisdom to navigate the challenges, or discipline to organize a cluttered space. When you attribute your success to luck or diminish it, you're undervaluing the virtues you practice to get there. To change this mindset, balance honesty and humility. It's about saying, yes, I worked hard for this. Yes, I faced challenges and overcame them. And yes, this achievement reflects my effort and virtues. Give yourself credit where it's due, not for ego, but for truth. Think about something you've achieved recently. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. Reflect on the virtues you practiced to achieve it. Perhaps you showed incredible discipline, took a brave step out of your comfort zone, or used your wisdom to solve a problem. Take a moment to acknowledge it. Recognize the virtues behind the achievement. This exercise isn't about patting yourself on the back. It's about seeing the truth of your character and effort. Embracing this Stoic practice can transform the way we view our successes and ourselves. It moves us away from false modesty and toward a genuine appreciation of our own strengths and capabilities. It teaches us that acknowledging our achievements isn't about ego. It's about recognizing the virtues we've embodied and the hard work we've put in. Remember, recognizing your achievements is not a sign of arrogance, but a testament to the virtues you hold dear and the effort you've invested. By doing so, we cultivate a deeper understanding and appreciation of our true potential, paving the way for a more fulfilled and meaningful life. Number 2. Struggling to accept compliments. Stoicism teaches us the importance of viewing ourselves objectively, recognizing our strengths just as openly as we acknowledge our areas for improvement. It's about understanding our value in a balanced and fair manner without ego. Why do we struggle with accepting compliments? Often, It's because we view ourselves through a distorted lens, focusing too much on our imperfections or believing that acknowledging our strengths makes us arrogant. But humility isn't about denying our strengths. It's about recognizing them realistically. It's about seeing ourselves as we truly are, without the embellishments of ego or the shadows of insecurity. Stoicism teaches us that our worth isn't diminished by acknowledging our achievements and strengths. Accepting compliments graciously is a way to practice self-awareness and objectivity. It allows us to see the virtues we possess and the efforts we've made, giving us a clearer understanding of our true selves. When someone compliments us, they're often recognizing something genuine in us, something worth praising. Dismissing these moments robs us of the opportunity to see ourselves through another's eyes and understand our impact on the world around us. So, how do we get better at accepting compliments? It starts with adjusting our mindset. When someone offers you praise, try to see it as a mirror reflecting your virtues and efforts. Instead of deflecting, take a moment to consider the truth in their words. Practice by simply saying, "Thank you." No minimization, no deflection, just gratitude for the recognition of your efforts and qualities. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to use these moments for reflection. Ask yourself, what did I do to earn this praise? How does it reflect my virtues and efforts? This isn't about feeding your ego. It's about understanding and acknowledging the part of you that's capable of excellence and impact. By embracing compliments and recognizing our strengths, we cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and self-worth. This practice aligns with the Stoic virtue of wisdom and strengthens our resilience and inner tranquility. So next time someone compliments you, take it to heart. Let it remind you of your virtues and the hard work you've put in. Accept it with grace and let it reinforce your understanding of your true self. Number 3. Excessive self-criticism. Stoicism teaches us to focus our mental energy wisely. Obsessing over flaws and failures is like trying to sail a ship while ignoring the wind and tides. Perfection is an illusion. The real goal is continuous progress toward becoming better versions of ourselves. We often fall into self-criticism because we measure ourselves against impossible standards. Being human means making mistakes and having the capacity to learn from them. Stoicism advocates self-compassion and progress over perfection. This isn't about making excuses, but treating ourselves with the same kindness we'd offer a friend. When we stumble, the Stoic response is to ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow?" Every effort, even those that fall short, is a step forward. Progress, not perfection, becomes our mantra. This mindset helps us pursue growth fervently, understanding that it's often non-linear and imperfect. Imagine sailing through life, adjusting your sails with each challenge. Focus on what you can control: your responses, efforts, and attitude, while accepting what you cannot. Acknowledge your humanity and move forward with purpose and resilience. Adopting this Stoic approach frees us from perfectionism and fosters a compassionate, constructive view of our journey. Celebrate your progress, however small, and see each lesson as part of your growth. This shift enhances self-awareness and empowers us to live more fulfilling lives. Commit to progress over perfection. Recognize your efforts, forgive missteps, and strive toward your best self with patience and perseverance. By doing so, we honor Stoicism and unlock a richer, more meaningful existence. Number 4. Lack of personal investment. Have you ever found yourself putting off that course you wanted to take, that hobby you wanted to start, or neglecting your self-care routine? Many of us are guilty of this. It's often not about lacking time or resources, but about not recognizing our own value. It's as if we're saying, "I'm not worth the effort." Stoicism, with its profound insights into human nature, challenges us to view self-improvement not just as an activity, but as a form of self-respect. Stoicism teaches us that our capacity for reason and virtue sets us apart, and through cultivating these, we find true fulfillment. Seneca likened life to a garden. Just as a garden needs constant tending to flourish, so too does our inner world. Neglecting personal growth is like neglecting a garden. Without investment, both fail to thrive. Why do we hesitate to invest in ourselves? Often it's because we seek immediate gratification, choosing fleeting pleasures over long-term fulfillment. Sometimes it's due to a lack of self-esteem or the belief that we're not worth the effort. Stoicism provides a counter-narrative, asserting that everyone possesses inherent worth and potential for virtue. Investing in our growth through learning new skills, exploring hobbies, or practicing self-care is a testament to recognizing and honoring that worth. To start investing in ourselves, we need to shift our mindset. Self-improvement should be seen as essential, not optional. This doesn't mean overhauling our lives overnight. Instead, make small, consistent investments in yourself. Read a book on a fascinating topic, meditate for a few minutes daily, or take up a hobby that brings joy. Stoicism emphasizes reflection and self-examination. Regularly taking stock of our lives, setting goals, and reflecting on progress fosters a sense of purpose and direction. This process isn't just about achieving success, but aligning actions with values and living a meaningful life. Embrace lifelong learning. The Stoics believe that wisdom is a journey, not a destination. Adopting curiosity and openness to new experiences transforms personal investment from a chore to an adventure, an opportunity to explore life's vast landscapes. Let's commit to this Stoic path of self-investment. Recognize your worth and nurture your inner garden. Through education, hobbies, or self-care, every effort is a step towards becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace this journey with Stoic wisdom and watch your life flourish with purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. Number 5. Tolerance of negative environments. Imagine finding yourself in a dense forest where the air is heavy, the path unclear, and every step feels like a struggle. Whether it's a toxic workplace or undervalued relationships, staying often stems from a belief that we don't deserve better. Stoicism offers us both a mirror and a map. The Stoics believed our environment significantly influences our ability to live virtuously and find contentment, but they also emphasized our responsibility in shaping our surroundings. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that inner peace is determined by our responses, not external circumstances. We often tolerate negative environments because we underestimate our capacity for change, fear the unknown, cling to the familiar, or doubt our worth. Stoicism challenges these fears by encouraging us to recognize our inherent value and the power over our choices and attitudes. It urges us to realize we have the agency to change our circumstances or perception of them. Stoicism offers tools to navigate and transform our environments. One key practice is cultivating inner resilience and autonomy, strengthening our inner citadel so we can remain true to our values amid chaos. This resilience makes us less susceptible to toxic surroundings and more capable of aligning our choices with our well-being. Living according to nature means seeking harmony within ourselves and our environments. Actively create spaces conducive to growth, health, and happiness. Recognize that you deserve respect, kindness, and positive interactions, and make the conscious decision not to settle for less. In practical terms, seek environments that nurture your growth. Set boundaries in relationships, seek new career opportunities, and change social circles to include supportive influences. Invest time and energy into cultivating a personal environment that supports mental and emotional well-being through practices like meditation, journaling, or hobbies. Start by assessing your surroundings and identifying toxic aspects. Recognize your worth and understand that you deserve better. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and invest in activities that nurture your mental and emotional health. Regularly reflect on your progress and be willing to make adjustments. Stay committed to creating a life that aligns with your values and well-being. By embracing these steps and the wisdom of Stoicism, you can navigate the dense forest of life's challenges with greater clarity and strength. Remember, you have the power to shape your environment and destiny. Let's embark on this journey together, transforming our lives one step at a time. Number 6. Failure to recognize your own worth. Stoicism encourages us to focus on cultivating our character rather than chasing external achievements. Our worth is measured not by titles, wealth, or approval, but by our commitment to live virtuously, with integrity, kindness, and courage. Achievements and recognition are not the source of our worth. Our worth is innate and constant, freeing us from the pursuit of external validation. To cultivate this Stoic understanding of inherent worth, begin with self-reflection. Turn inward to acknowledge and appreciate your virtues, efforts, and resilience. Practice gratitude for your abilities, character, and potential, recognizing that these internal qualities truly measure your worth. Learn to detach your sense of value from others' opinions and achievements, understanding that external validation is not the foundation of your worth. Regularly reflect on your actions, decisions, and character. Acknowledge how your internal qualities contribute to your inherent worth. Cultivate a habit of gratitude for your abilities, character, and potential, strengthening your understanding of your intrinsic value. Commit to living virtuously by acting with integrity, kindness, and courage, letting these virtues guide your actions. Shift your perspective to see that true worth is not measured by external success, but by your character and adherence to your values. Embrace lifelong learning and self-improvement to enhance your character and virtues, solidifying your understanding of your inherent worth. By embracing these Stoic principles, you can foster a deeper sense of self-worth, free from the need for external validation, and live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Number 7. Accepting less than you deserve. We've all been there, stuck in a draining job, lingering in unfulfilling relationships, or holding back on our dreams out of fear. We settle and compromise, convincing ourselves that this is as good as it gets. But why do we do this? Is it fear, comfort, or both? Stoicism teaches us that our true worth isn't dictated by our external circumstances. Whether in a palace or a prison, what defines us is not our situation but how we respond to it. Stoicism emphasizes that while we can't control every aspect of our lives, we hold ultimate power over our perceptions, judgments, and actions. When we accept less than we deserve, we essentially allow our external circumstances to dictate our worth. Stoicism challenges this notion, urging us to ask, does this situation align with my values? Am I responding in a way that reflects my true worth? If the answer is no, Stoicism empowers us to change our perception and response, thereby transforming our reality. Think about it. Accepting less than we deserve suggests that external factors hold more power over us than we do. Stoicism invites us to flip this perspective. It reminds us that our worth isn't determined by job titles, relationships, or wealth. Our worth is rooted in our ability to stay true to our values and act with courage, wisdom, and integrity, regardless of circumstances. This isn't about blaming ourselves for where we find ourselves, but about recognizing and seizing the control we do have. When you find yourself settling, remember Stoic wisdom. Your worth is not defined by external markers, but by your steadfast adherence to your values. Let's refuse to settle, not out of entitlement or arrogance, but because we recognize our inherent worth. Let's meet life's challenges with the strength and resilience that come from knowing who we are and what we stand for. By doing so, we're not just surviving, we're thriving in true Stoic fashion. Number 8. Prioritizing others' needs over your own. It's a common scenario, isn't it? Staying late at work to help a colleague, skipping your morning run to make breakfast for your family, or putting your dreams on hold to support someone else. It feels noble, selfless, even heroic at times. But here's the twist. Constantly putting others first at the expense of your well-being can lead to burnout, resentment, and a loss of self. Stoicism isn't about being detached or selfish. It places great emphasis on virtue and the betterment of society. However, it also teaches the critical importance of self-care. Caring for oneself isn't selfish. It's the foundation of being able to care for others effectively. Stoicism reminds us that to serve others, we must first ensure that we are well physically, mentally, and spiritually. Let's unpack this. Stoicism teaches the dichotomy of control, understanding what is within our control and what isn't. Our thoughts, beliefs, actions, and self-care are within our control. The well-being of others, despite our wishes, isn't directly under our control. What we can control is how well-equipped we are to offer help, support, and love. And that starts with taking care of ourselves. Think about it. When you're well-rested, healthy, and at peace, you're more patient, understanding, and present for the people in your life. You can contribute more effectively to their well-being. This isn't just about physical health. It's about mental and emotional resilience. It's about having the inner resources to be compassionate, offer wise counsel, and be a source of stability and strength. So, how do we strike this balance? How do we ensure we're not neglecting our needs while helping others? It starts with recognizing that self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It means making time for things that replenish us, whether that's exercise, meditation, reading, or spending quiet moments alone. It means setting boundaries and being okay with saying no when necessary. Doing these things not out of self-indulgence, but out of a commitment to being our best selves for those we care about. Number 9. Avoiding decision-making. Have you ever stood before a choice, seemingly simple, yet found yourself paralyzed, unable to decide? This hesitation, this fear of making the wrong choice, is more than just indecision. Stoicism offers a lantern in this fog of indecision, teaching us that wise decision-making lies not in guaranteeing outcomes, but in basing our choices on wisdom and reason. Stoicism reminds us that while we cannot control the outcome of our decisions, we have complete control over the decision-making process. It's about aligning our choices with our values, acting with integrity, and accepting the outcomes, whatever they may be, as part of the natural flow of life. Why do we fear making decisions? Often it's because we're afraid of making the wrong choice, leading to outcomes we perceive as failures or mistakes. However, Stoicism invites us to reframe our understanding of mistakes and failures. In the Stoic view, every outcome is an opportunity for learning and growth. There are no failures, only lessons. This perspective encourages us to trust ourselves, to make decisions with courage and confidence, knowing that whatever the result, it will contribute to our development and understanding. But how do we cultivate this trust in ourselves? How do we strengthen our decision-making muscles? It begins with embracing wisdom and reason, Before making a decision, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, does this choice align with my values? Am I acting with integrity? By grounding your decisions in your core values and reason, you ensure that regardless of the outcome, your choice was made with the best intentions and understanding you had at the moment. Stoicism teaches us the importance of accepting and learning from the outcomes of our decisions. Every result, whether it meets our expectations or not, holds valuable insights. It's an invitation to reflect, to understand what worked, what didn't, and how we can apply these lessons moving forward. This process of reflection and learning fosters self-trust. It reassures us that we are capable of navigating the uncertain waters of life, making decisions that reflect our values, and growing from every experience. Embrace the Stoic approach to decision-making. Act with wisdom, align with your values, and learn from every outcome. In doing so, you'll cultivate a deeper trust in yourself and navigate life's choices with confidence and clarity. Number 10. Constant comparison with others. Why is it so easy to fall into the comparison trap? Part of it is human nature. We have an innate tendency to gauge our value and accomplishments against those of others. In the age of social media, this inclination is amplified. We're bombarded with snapshots of others' lives showcasing only their peaks, leading us to question the worth and significance of our own experiences. Stoicism offers a potent antidote to this malaise through self-awareness and gratitude for our own journey. It encourages us to redirect our gaze inward, focusing on personal growth, virtues, and progress. Stoicism doesn't advocate for isolation or indifference to others, but promotes inspiration over comparison. It teaches us to admire the virtues and successes of others without diminishing our own value or progress. How can we apply Stoic principles to combat the comparison trap? First, practice mindfulness and catch yourself when you start comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Remember, social media is a curated gallery, not an accurate reflection of everyday life. Second, focus on what's within your control, your efforts, attitudes, and virtues. These are the seeds from which your unique journey grows. By concentrating on nurturing these seeds, you cultivate a garden rich with personal significance, independent of external validation or comparison. Gratitude also plays a pivotal role. By fostering gratitude for your experiences, challenges, and achievements, you anchor yourself in the present and appreciate the richness of your own life. This doesn't mean becoming complacent, but striving for improvement and growth from a place of contentment, not inadequacy. Number 11. Seeking external validation. True validation comes from within, from living in alignment with our values and principles. The Stoics believe that the only things truly within our control are our actions, intentions, and responses. Marcus Aurelius eloquently reminded us that it's not the opinions of others that disturb us, but our own judgments about those opinions. Why do we find ourselves seeking external validation? At its core, it's often rooted in insecurity and a deep-seated fear of not being enough. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages about what we should be, do, or have, it's easy to lose sight of our own path. But Stoicism invites us to redirect our gaze inward to focus on cultivating our character and living a life of virtue. It teaches us that true peace and fulfillment come not from the fleeting and fickle approval of others, but from knowing we've lived true to ourselves. How can we break free from the chains of external validation? The first step is self-awareness. By becoming mindful of our tendencies to seek approval, we can start to question the motives behind our actions. Are we pursuing a goal because it aligns with our values or because we're seeking applause? Stoicism teaches us to engage in regular self-reflection to examine our intentions and ensure they're rooted in our own values and principles. Another Stoic practice that can help us combat the need for external validation is the development of self-sufficiency. This doesn't mean isolating ourselves or becoming indifferent to others. Rather, it's about finding contentment and fulfillment within ourselves, recognizing that we are complete as we are. Epictetus emphasized the importance of focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what isn't. By cultivating inner contentment, we become less reliant on external sources of validation. Stoicism also encourages us to redefine our concept of success. Instead of measuring success by external accolades or achievements, Stoicism teaches us to measure it by our ability to live according to our values. Success, from a Stoic perspective, is about the pursuit of virtue, the practice of reason, and the cultivation of resilience in the face of life's challenges. By embracing these Stoic principles, we can shift our focus from seeking external validation to nurturing our inner sense of worth. Through self-awareness, self-sufficiency, and a redefined concept of success, we can find true fulfillment and peace in living authentically and in alignment with our deepest values. Number 12. Fear of pursuing dreams. Why does fear have such a hold on us? Often it's because we're acutely aware of what we stand to lose. Our minds paint vivid pictures of failure, wasted time and effort, and the judgment we might face from others. Stoicism acknowledges these fears but invites us to ask ourselves, what do we stand to gain? It encourages us to weigh our fears against the potential for growth, fulfillment, and the realization of our dreams. Stoicism teaches us that the pursuit of virtue and excellence in line with our nature is a worthy endeavor, regardless of the outcome. One Stoic practice that can help us overcome the fear of pursuing our dreams is the premeditation of evils, or negative visualization. This involves contemplating the worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on them, but to diminish their power over us. By considering potential hardships and accepting that we can endure them, we often find that our fears are less daunting than imagined. This doesn't mean we become reckless or heedless of risks, but approach our dreams with a balanced perspective, recognizing that failure, while possible, is not the end, but a step in our journey of growth. Another Stoic principle that can embolden us to chase our dreams is the concept of amor fati, or the love of fate. This is the idea of embracing whatever life throws our way, not just with resignation, but with enthusiasm. When we pursue our dreams guided by amor fati, we open ourselves to the full spectrum of experiences, successes, failures, joys, and disappointments, all integral to the human experience. This acceptance frees us from the paralyzing grip of fear and allows us to move forward with courage and determination. Stoicism emphasizes acting in accordance with our virtues and potential. It reminds us that our true worth is not measured by external achievements, but by our commitment to living virtuously, striving towards our goals with integrity, diligence, and courage. In this light, the fear of pursuing our dreams is not just a barrier to success, it's a barrier to living a life that's truly ours. By integrating these Stoic principles, we can face our fears with a clear mind and a brave heart. We recognize that the journey itself, with all its ups and downs, is valuable and that our true measure lies in our dedication to living according to our highest principles. So, let's embrace our dreams, armed with the wisdom of Stoicism, and step boldly into a future shaped by our courage and determination. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found the content helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us continue to bring valuable lessons and insights. Thank you, and see you next time.